This is what I think LEGO needs for Star Wars Part 2. Now, while it's not confirmed that we're getting a Part 2 to this update, something that we do know is that the roadmap has been fairly accurate up until this point. Every single thing that they have predicted, almost down to the exact image, has released in the game. With the Star Wars update coming in early May, that is supposed to last us until June or into July before the Combo update, which should mean we are getting another update for Star Wars. Now, early on, I would like to say that I absolutely love the Star Wars update. It absolutely did a great job when it came to giving free-to-play players a ton of content and free builds, as well as also touching on the paid-for players and giving them some stuff as well. We do have a ton of content available, so much grinding to do. We have essentially an entire new world or new island that we need to start over in and start building up just like we did our original villages. So this is a lot of fun and gives us so much content in game. Now, I also think that we need more Star Wars specific village hubs. Right now, we only have one inside of the grasslands that Epic placed down for us. Outside of that, if you try to place down a village hub, it reverts back to the normal one that you get when you originally start off your game. So it doesn't give you any Star Wars benefits, and it also doesn't bring any Star Wars villagers to your area. I think that it would be absolutely awesome if we were able to place this down where we wanted to place it and go ahead and make stuff inside of the Dry Valley or the Frostlands biome. Now, one thing I absolutely loved about the update was giving us these mob caves that you go in, defeat enemies, and then you earn yourself a nice reward at the end. And on top of getting that reward at the end, that cave now becomes empty and is filled with free loot. That is absolutely awesome to add into the game, but my only thing that I would like changed about this is maybe giving us harder caves and bosses. Right now, we do have the AWR Trooper in some of these, which is actually a pretty difficult boss to go ahead and play against. However, if you do have the best charms in the game, because you've been playing since the game released in December, it is very easy to clear out these caves. So unless you're actually newer to the game, these aren't going to be difficult for you at all. So I hope we do get harder, more difficult caves with even better rewards towards the end. Now, another one is pretty obvious, and that's going to be the addition of air vehicles. So getting things like TIE fighters and X-Wings, which we did see during the live event, would be absolutely awesome to get inside of the game. I know a lot of people already are expecting a Mechanical Mayhem Part 2, where instead of getting ground vehicles, we now get air vehicles. I think that they could do this specifically with Star Wars and give us some of the iconic airships from that series, and that would make it even more fun to have in game. And speaking of those vehicles, I'm actually going to be releasing a few videos over the next few days showing you exactly how to build some of these in game before Epic releases them. So if that's something that you guys want to see, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. Now, another thing I did was ask my Discord server what they think should be added into the game, and that's going to be the ability to switch allegiances to the Empire and have a final boss battle against a Jedi or a Sith based on your allegiance. And I absolutely agree with this 100%. At the very beginning of your original quest, when you talked to the captain, she actually asked you where your allegiance lied, and you were able to choose one or two options, but it didn't actually switch up the story mode at all, as I tried on 2 different accounts. So it would be very cool if you were able to switch up or just choose immediately whether you wanted to be a Jedi or a Sith. That way that your storyline could be a little bit different, and maybe even the enemies would be a little different. Now, another common request that I've seen inside of my comment section, but also again on Discord, was even more lightsaber colors. I think obviously getting the very iconic green, blue, and red was key for Epic as far as releasing the first update that comes with Star Wars. However, we do know that there are other colors. They have orange, they have the iconic purple, they have white. They have so many different colors that they can release into the game. And as far as programming that goes, it's not very difficult to simply change the color of something. However, they do want to make sure that things make sense. So maybe as far as this first update, they wanted to keep things very basic, but hopefully in future updates, updates, we get even more lightsaber colors, including probably the most fan favorite color that we have, being purple. Now, another great addition that I think all of us can vouch for is getting even more quest lines. Immediately when you load into the game, you do start off with a quest, which is to take those binoculars, find the cave, go through it, find the nice little campsite area, and then fix it up. And then when you're fixing it up, you also get even more little mini quests to do while you guys are doing that. So that part of it does make the game fun and enjoyable, which is why I'm sure I'm not the only person, as well as the person that commented this, that would like even more quests added into the game. Now, another thing that I thought we were getting day one was going to be Star Wars related food and drink, especially after we got to see in the trailer, we got to see Sky sit down with a drink that obviously was just slurp juice, but I thought maybe they would rename some things and make them such as blue milk inside of the game, because that's what it is inside of the series. So I'm hoping that maybe we will get some Star Wars related stuff in the future as well, because it would make a ton of sense. So to those that went ahead and stacked up on slurp mushrooms and even some milk, maybe our dreams will come true and we'll actually get to use them. And another one I think a lot of people may be asking for is some actual animations from the lightsabers, such as being able to double jump or even reflect some of the stormtrooper blaster shots back at them. That was one of the biggest things when you watch the movies, was deflecting the bullets back at them and then killing them. Hopefully that is something that we can get added into the game. I know that inside of Battle Royale they do at least have like a block button for it, so hopefully that's an animation that they could add into Lego Fortnite as well, because it would just make it a little bit more fun if you could actually feel like you're in the movies or actually feel like you're in the shows, all while you're sitting around playing Lego Fortnite. Now, the final one that I absolutely agree with is going to be Star Wars based terrain and world places inside of Lego Fortnite. I think that that would be absolutely awesome to add into this game. The only thing I believe that they should do differently is actually drop some of the prefabs that they're going to sell into people's worlds so that they could at least see how it would look in game. Doing different things like that and adding little pieces and buildings would be absolutely awesome overall to make everybody enjoy the game a little bit more. But let's use the comment section as a really nice area to go ahead and discuss other future updates that we hope to see when it comes to Lego Fortnite. I think I covered more of the basic stuff that is more known that everybody in the game would enjoy, but I know that there's a lot of other things that I'm sure that you guys would like added into the game as well. So make sure that you guys comment that down below, and you never know who's going to see it. Maybe some of the things that you guys ask for will be added in on a future update.